Welcome back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks lose 5-4 to the Reds. Yanks are 45-34. Another great outing from Rodon. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, 5 Ks, 4 hits. He was incredible again. The bullpen falters. This is a problem. Judge made a nice leaping catch. Rice homered. Volpe hit a 2-run triple. Goldschmidt continues to play well and plays a really good first base. But the bullpen just couldn't hang on to it. I really like the starting pitching. Rodon has been amazing. Obviously, we know about Fried. But you're thinking about this team not scoring as many runs. These games are closer. You're still getting good pitching from starters, but you have to be able to shut games down or at least hold leads going into the later innings. So it's a problem, and I think it's something that they have to obviously think about at the trade deadline. So bullpen upgrades. Let's talk about it. Obviously, they have to add here. Williams has been inconsistent. Weaver is hurt. Cruz has been up and down with injuries. But, with a strong starting rotation, there's a few high-end starters that are available on the market, and they need help. So the bullpen currently holds a 3.46 ERA, ranking 5th in the American League. But there obviously could be pretty substantial improvement. So I also want to talk about a couple other things as well. You're looking to upgrade third base as a utility player. Will Castro has been mentioned. But I think right now it's, there's a decent supply of late inning arms on the market, but the Yankees really need to shore up that. I like their guys. I just don't think they're consistent enough. And I don't know if they're going to be consistent enough for an entire season. You have some injuries right now, but that happens. Devin Williams, Luke Weaver splitting duties, and Weaver has not been healthy, and Williams has been up and down. Williams has looked better. But, if we take a look at this game specifically, when Rodon pitches a game like this, you have to win. You just do. Loaizaga was terrible. A third inning pitched, 3 earned runs. Leiter gave up a run. Leiter was through a lot of non-competitive pitches late in the game, a lot of breaking balls that the guys, the Reds hitters, just spit on because I don't think they were intimidated by it. I would try to use his splitter a little bit more. He's sort of falling in love with that breaking ball. I like it early in the count as sort of a get-me-over strike. But to use as an out pitch, I don't think anyone's falling for that, and the Reds hitters certainly weren't last night. So definitely upgrades necessary, and the bullpen is at the top of the list for moves. Aaron Judge is the AL MVP. He's absolutely incredible. He's the 5th Yankee since 1958 to record a 364 average or higher in the club's first 78 games, which is unbelievable. He is absolutely incredible. He hits homers. He gets on base. He hits for extra bases. He can do anything. And I hope we understand how good this guy is. Might be the best Yankees hitter ever. He leads in. I think he leads in all-star votes. I'm gonna see where he ranks actually. Okay, so Vlad Guerrero Jr., ranks higher than Goldschmidt at first base. I'm trying to see where Judge ranks. Okay, outfield. Judge is first with 2.6 million votes. Riley Green is second with 1.3. It just shows you how popular and how amazing Judge is. He's been absolutely incredible this year, but I don't think he has a ton of help. And you're starting to see a lot of leagues get more and more competitive. You're seeing that in the NL Central. The Reds are playing better. They're closing the gap on the Cubs. And the Yankees just aren't performing as well as they were earlier in the season. They're not blowing teams out anymore. A lot of the sort of mashing that some of these teams did in April and May, that's starting to level off. A larger sample size, you're starting to see pitching get better and making it more difficult to hit. So Judge is great, but he needs more help. Speaking of help, what do the Yankees do at the trade deadline? Well, we already talked about bullpen upgrades. I think that's obviously clear. I think exploring infield upgrades at third base and utility. There's talk about bringing IKF back now with the Pirates. Definitely no. Don't want to see him again. Suarez from the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez, he just got hit in the hands. I'm not sure exactly physically how he is. Ryan McMahon, definitely, we've talked about that too. Strong power, good defense, high strikeout rate, but I'll take it. Monitor internal pitching solutions. So Luis Gil really making sure that he is fit, ready to go, healthy, because they are going to need him for that big stretch run. Don't overpay for short-term rentals unless it's like one that's going to help you win now. And then, address this offensive slump with different types of bats. Guys who can hit the other way, guys who can make contact. Yes, guys that hit for power. But they've struggled recently, definitely in the infield. And, I think like adding a power option or someone can get on base like Suarez could help lengthen the lineup. Provide insurance against slumps like that. Bullpen reinforcement, infield upgrade, rotation depth. That's going to rely on Luis Gil's ability to get back. I'm pretty confident in that. And then offensive assurance. But you need to shore up this bullpen. I think starters are really good, especially with Gil coming back. I don't think that's a concern. Two biggest concerns, infield, the third baseman, probably, and a really great reliever. I don't know if Mason Miller is available for the A's. I don't know if they're willing to shop him for a boatload of prospects, but that's someone that would be electric at the back end of the bullpen, and I think it's something you need. Yanks go down again, but they'll have another chance to redeem themselves tonight, 7:10 Eastern, start against Cincinnati again, and hopefully they can salvage this game this evening. That's been your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Join me tomorrow to recap the Reds game tonight, and we'll see you then. Take care.